I've managed to, well, I tried to set up the Obsidian MCP server to my Claude desktop. Here it is. I've added a configuration under developer settings. See, I'm getting this message, MCP Obsidian Vault, server disconnected. For troubleshooting guidance, please visit our debugging documentation. So let's do that. We'll follow that for troubleshooting. Just to take a quick look at the configuration. So the configuration looks like this. So in Claude, we're telling it run a Docker command, remove the container, map a volume from my personal Obsidian Vault to the /vault path in the container, start a server on port 8080 and call it Obsidian MCP, or run the image Obsidian MCP server. So just a little bit about the setup that I have to enable this. So in the new tab, I didn't want it to have. In our project here, I now have a Docker Compose file which describes the production environment, if you will, and the dev environment. We have a Docker file and a Docker file dev. We have the environment variables mapping the vault to the vault path. I have a Docker file here based on Alpine. I think Claude wrote all of this pretty much without a glitch. Same with the dev container file. This is slightly different. I haven't really used it for dev container just yet. So I'm trying to run this image inside of Claude. We have a Docker build command here in Mies. So if I just run Mies, actually even just Docker build, this will build the production image. So that's been built, but this is still failing. So if we open up the logs, the error that we are getting is right here at the bottom. So it says, first it says server connected successfully, metadata undefined, then message from client. So the client is responding, or is getting, no, actually the client is Claude, right? So the client is sending this payload to the server, and again metadata undefined. Server transport closed, client transport closed, undefined. Server transport closed unexpectedly. This is likely due to the process exiting early. If you are developing this MCP server, you can add output to standard error, and it will appear in this log. Okay, so to troubleshoot, let's go to, let's do what was suggested. So we are, if we're failing to start, then we are actually outputting to standard error. So what I'll do is I will tell Warp to add a Mies build dev task and run it. So I'm going to try to use not the production version of the server, rather the dev version. And you can see that Warp has done the right thing. It's building off of Dockerfile dev. And that's what I wanted. It's updating the README as well, which is nice. So now I'm going to go to Claude and edit its config to say use the image Obsidian MCP server dev. And then I think I need to quit Claude and restart it. Okay, so it's still failing. Let's see if we got more output in the logs. There is no more useful output. Let's try to make the server more verbose. So I have this new terminal-based setup now, and I'm using LazyVim to edit, but I don't know its keyboard shortcuts well enough yet, so I'm fumbling a bit. But right. Okay, let's keep LazyVim there just to browse, and then add more debug output for the server starting. I am trying to troubleshoot the reason why the MCP server is failing to connect to Claude desktop. Also, I'm going to commit this. Okay, those are some good steps. Let's fix the indentation. Oh, nice. Use worn instead of standard. So I've noticed it doing this a few times before, so I think I'll try to add it as a rule. Use worn to print to Okay, so I've added this as a rule, so hopefully now it's not going to do that again. Okay, so it's adding quite a lot of debug info, which is very, very good. Nice. It's testing it out locally now. Timeout ZSH, timeout not found. G timeout. So it tried to use timeout, but that's not available. Maybe because I'm on a Mac. G timeout not found. Right, so it's using sleep now. Okay, so this worked. Let's see the output of that. Yeah, that's quite verbose. Cool. It's adding even more. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to rebuild the container now, or the image. Quit Claude. And restart. Aha! I think we've made some progress. So OrbStack is the Docker runtime that I'm using, which is it looks like this, and it's very, very good. I've been using it for over a year now as a replacement for Docker Desktop, and I'm liking it quite a lot. And I think this is also available on Windows. Kartik, if you want to install this, it's you're going to need it for the dev container setup that we are trying to set up for you. So it's orbstack.org, I think, orbstack.dev. I'll paste this into the chat.
Yeah, okay.
Somewhere. Yeah. Here we go.
I got it.
All right. Hey, no more errors. How come? Let's check the logs. Okay. So server started successfully, everything worked, but then we still got disconnected. Server disconnected. Context connection, stack undefined. Maybe we are missing something from the protocol. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop the live stream now and take it from there.